Howdy everybody, got a little bit of a different kind of video for you today. So grab your root beer and let's do this thing.
A few moments later.
All right folks, in my lifetime I've done some questionable things. I used to own a Chrysler. I've worn socks with sandals as much as I hate to admit that I even wear sandals. Heck, I've even done videos of taste tested dog food before my dogs eat it, and even their medication. But today may top them all, because I'm getting ready to eat two of the world's most needed food products. A military MRE, and we're going to compare that to a humanitarian daily supplement. Ration. Humanitarian Daily Ration. Menu number 1. United States of America. Food gift. It's a food gift from the people of the United States of America. This bag contains 1 day's complete food requirement for one person. Then it says the same thing in Spanish and some other language. And it goes on to say the same thing there and nothing on the back. Military MRE, when you hold it right side up. Meal ready to eat. This one happens to be menu number 5. Chicken chunks, white cooked. Then it says something in French. White French, I don't know. And that's about all it says. Department of Defense. What's this here? U.S. government property. Commercial resale is unlawful. So did I buy this, or maybe somebody gave it to me? Since resale is unlawful, yeah, somebody gave it to me. It says flameless ration heaters are prohibited on commercial airlines unless sealed in original meal bag. All right, now that we have all that straight, what I can tell you is the MRE, now I've eaten hundreds of these things when I was in the service, and I'm sure if you were in the Army or the Marines, you did too. Some of them are pretty decent. If you ever get the one that has dehydrated pork in it, save that for a prisoner, because you don't want to eat that crap. So I'm expecting this one to be fairly decent, although I don't recall ever having the chicken chunks. Probably did, just don't recall it. The Humanitarian Daily Ration. Now this is a big pack. Now MREs are typically a one meal deal. This says it's a daily ration for one person, so I'm assuming it has multiple meals in it. We're about to find out. Let's open them up, find out what's in there. Now this one's supposed to be easy to open. Pull the seal apart and it opens up. This one doesn't say on there, but I'm assuming it works the same way. So let's go with the humanitarian package first. See if we can get into this thing, or if people that actually need it and get it airdropped to them are just going to starve to death. Maybe if you had two people pulling on one side, one on the other, one person on one side, one on the other. Or maybe if you had a young man, still had most of his muscle mass. Or maybe if you had a pair of scissors. And presto, just like that, we've got a pair of scissors. Now, as you probably all know, these are not resealable. So once you're opening it, you need to eat it. Or whatever of it you can. We'll just lay that right there. Now, if you need to, it's time to go ahead and take a shot of that root beer or adult beverage or tea or whatever it is you might be drinking. Just go ahead and take a shot. Ooh, baby. Love that root beer. All right, here we go. Let's get these things out here. Oh, hey, a package in a package. That's like a box in a box. All right. Let's see what we got here. Looks like the meal is actually on this side, so we'll start with that. Now this is going to be a surprise as to what's in here for me. Now from what I've read, the humanitarian package does not come with a heater. So you're going to either heat this up with a fire or you're going to eat it cold. But in emergency and disaster situations, I don't imagine that really matters. This is the main meal here. Well, it's supposed to be 2 meals, I think, but this is one of them. And it is vegetable barley stew. Okay, we'll find out if that's any good here in a minute. This feels like a cracker or cookie or something. United States of America. Go USA. Oatmeal cookie. All right. We'll get into that in a minute. Humanitarian Daily Ration. Vegetable barley stew. Food gift from the people of the United States of America. Yeah. Unfrosted toaster pastry, brown sugar. All right. Ooh, a little package of peanut butter. Now, a lot of times, before you open this peanut butter, you need to smash this stuff up because sometimes it'll separate from the oil. And if you don't like peanut butter, you can always use it for axle grease. Now we got our little package of a spoon, a napkin, shredded pepper, probably some sugar in there, some matches. Hey, for all the fire bugs out there, your country's been destroyed, just burn it down. Let's see. Humanitarian Daily Ration, lentil stew. That sounds lovely. Again, food gift from the people of the United States of America. Strawberry jam. This stands a chance of being fairly decent on a cracker or something. We'll find out. United States of America. What do we got? Shortbread cookie. It feels like a flat rock that you might want to skip across the water. What do we got here? Humanitarian Daily Ration, United States of America, manufactured for Sopaco Incorporation, made in South Carolina. Unfrosted toaster pastry, unfrosted. So we don't want you to get cavities. We're not going to give you any sugar. Just eat the crap like it is. All right, another main meal here. What is this one? This one is the lentil stew. Lentil stew. You can't have none, dude. Hey, this ain't for cats. What are you doing, man? You're in the shot. Dude, look at yourself over there. Look at that. See that? You're in the shot, dude. Scooch it, man. Get down. You're interrupting progress here, dude. All right, the lentil stew. That was Rocket by the name. Rocket because when he was a kitten, he would not walk. He would not lay down. If he was moving, he was running. Kind of like Forrest Gump. All right, lentil stew. And last thing in this package here is vegetable crackers. Again, very hard, like a rock. Some of these items, if you had, well, this is not the MRE, so you wouldn't have lost your weapon. But if you were having problems with other villagers maybe or other survivors of whatever the disaster might have been, you can knock them over the head with this thing. Wouldn't kill them, but it dang sure knock them out. All right, that's what we got in the HDR, the Humanitarian Daily Ration. Now let's check out the MRE, see what we've got in there, and then we'll try tasting this stuff. Again, well, let's try to separate it the way it says it can be separated and just see if this soldier is going to starve to death or if he's going to have a knife or a pointy bullet or something to open this rascal up with. Then again, he too will be a younger man. Wait, maybe this will help. Go ahead, take your break. That ain't gonna help because it just made my hand wet. but it tasted good. If I burp, you're gonna have to excuse me because good root beer does that to me. God dang it. All right, back to the scissors. Is that easy or what? All right, this is not in a secondary pack like the HDR was. So let's pull them out one by one, see what we got. White chicken chunks, that's all that says. It gives nutritional facts, which we don't care. Because we're soldiers out in the field, we're gonna eat it no matter what it is. This is not the chicken chunks, obviously. This is barbecue sauce for the chicken chunks. All right, this is like a Christmas gift, you know, that just keeps on going. Hey, plain tortillas, that sounds decent, and they're soft. All right. Bubble gum, 2 chunks of bubble gum. What is that? There's a moist towelette there. What is this? Can't tell exactly what that is. Let's open that up, see what that is there. Looks like it might be a drink mix. There's the bubble gum. This is what I was wondering about right here. Yep, raspberry drink mix. I do have some water here. Came prepared. Here we have, I think this is probably toilet paper, which, you know, those of you that have eaten MREs before know that they usually all come with about 10 sheets of toilet paper. Can't even blow your nose with that, much less what its intention is. This is not toilet paper. It is, no, I take that back. That's toilet paper, all right. What do we have here? Probably sugar. Yeah, no, salt. Something definitely neat out in the field. And moist towelette and an empty package. What else we got here? We got our handy dandy spoon. Now, I brought myself one from the house here, but we're gonna use the one that's intended to use with the MRE. Couldn't even open that without the scissors. All right, so we'll get rid of this metal one. Don't need the metal one anymore. All right, this is electrolyte beverage powder, fruit punch. All right, that's 2 drinks in there. Cheese spread, and it is, now the cat is jacking with the spoon. It is nice and soft. Cheese spread might go good on those tortillas. Hey, teriyaki beef stick. Decent. Baked snack crackers. Now, this cracker is not a stone like the one in the HDR. However, it does feel like sand and not a cracker. It's cracker particles. All right, what do we got here? First Strike Nutritious Energy Bar, chocolate flavored. Now, for those of you, I was in between 88 and 95. Now, the best MRE you could get back then was, I don't remember what the main meal was, I just remember it had 6 pieces of caramel in it. Now, with that 6 pieces of caramel out in the field, you could trade for anything from a cigarette, which I don't smoke, to all the ammunition a guy's got. Not seriously, but the caramel, that was the best trading thing you could get in an MRE back then. I know nowadays they've got Skittles and other things, but all I ever saw back then, caramel in a package. And that was worth its weight in gold when you're out in the field. All right, this must be the chicken chunks. That is the chicken chunks. And that is all we've got in there. All right, let's open something and try it. Now, this lentil soup, what do we want to go with that? Unfrosted pastry? No. We want the cracker wherever it's at. Unfrosted brown sugar. Okay, did this one not have a cracker? Here it is. Yes, this is our cracker. So we're gonna open this cracker up, eat it with our lentil soup. Now, in a survival situation, you know that the human body is going to need salt. So I'm expecting this stuff on both sides to be salty. And look, we got a whole piece of it out there. Let's test it. Let's try it by itself. As I suspected, mouthful of rocks. All right, let's get all this stuff down to one end here so we don't have it overflow like the crackers did. Close enough. Now, they gave us a spoon also. Let's use their spoon. Let's keep things legit. Rocket, leave the spoon alone, man. Use what came with what and don't mix the two together. Even the trash. All right, there's our matches in case you want to start a fire to try to heat up your food. A moist towelette. Crushed pepper. That actually is pretty decent. Iodized salt and pepper. Now the salt packet, as you can see, has been not ruptured because it's just salt, but it's got like a spill of some kind on it. So use it, don't use it. I don't know. Napkin. Guy with a beard definitely needs that. And 2 packets of sugar. All right, let's open this rascal up. Where's the scissors? Now, like I say, out in the field, this is a humanitarian packet, so it would be sent to a disaster area or a war-torn area as a food supply. It looks disgusting. I bet my dogs wouldn't even eat it. Doesn't smell bad. It smells kind of... Yeah, it smells kind of something. All right, let's try this. Now we're going to assume that they don't have access to heat, and they're going to eat it cold. So, oh man. Now, like I said earlier, I have tasted dog food, canned and dried, and dog treats. Got videos on that if you want to look them up. This is very reminiscent of that. I'm going to need a blood pressure pill. Woo! The salt in that is, it's decent, but you better like salt. Man, right, not eating more of that because I am on blood pressure medication. I don't need all that in me. Woo! Wow. Man, that stuff ain't no joke. Oh, the lentil. No, this is the barley. That was the lentil. All right, forgot we had 2 of them. All right, let's try this barley, see if it's just as salty. Where's that cracker? Where's my cracker? There it is. Wow. See if we can get all this one off of this spoon. Yeah, close enough. Now this one's much more red in color. Smells exactly the same. Looks different. Smells exactly the same. Again, cold because we don't have access to fire. If we start a fire, that's going to bring in the survivors and they're going to take our food. I don't know. Looks like the skin of a snake. I may need to go to a cardiologist after this. These jokers are full of salt. You might be helping these people by giving them something to eat, but man, you're going to kill them down the road with a heart attack, high blood pressure, something. Woo, dang. All right. See what else we got here. Man, I got to get that out of my mouth. Shortbread cookie. Let's try this brown sugar. toaster pastry. Now, person is going to be receiving this via airmail from a U.S. aircraft ain't going to have no toaster. And you know, you're thinking of a Pop-Tart, right? If you could take a wait a minute. If you could take a Pop-Tart this way, not short way, but this way, and cut it in 3 sections, then you'd have one of these, because that's just how wide this thing is. And it's crumbling. But let's see if it tastes worth the darn. Yep, it's crumbling. Now, in case you want to know what I'm going to do with this stuff when I'm done with this video, I'm going to see if my dogs will eat any of that to begin with. And this is fairly decent. Even though it's not thick like a real Pop-Tart, it's pretty decent. So I'm going to keep this one. This is a keeper. I can eat that while I'm watching TV. I'm going to start a keeper pile over there. All right, next. Yeah. Oatmeal cookie. All right, let's try the oatmeal cookie. Probably not going through these in the order that an actual person would go through them. Whoa, man, it's a monster. That's an oatmeal cookie there, buddy. It's also a Frisbee that you could skip across the the water. It's a Frisbee rock that you could skip across the water. You know what I mean. And that is, I don't know what to compare that to. Something hard. Oh no. I'm gonna break a piece off. Yeah. Can't even bite that thing, man. Definitely not a keeper. That's the non-keeper pile. This MRE is making a mess. Or HDR. All right, what do we got here? I think this is a cracker. Trash on the right side. Trash on the right side. Oh no, this is another pastry, just like that one. Yeah, just like that one. Same thing, good, it's a keeper. Now I'm not sure, we haven't run across anything yet. Well, the cracker we could eat with our peanut butter. And what do we have here? Shortbread cookie. Hope it's not a rock like that other one, but it probably is. Oh, it's broken already. Big, thick, just like the other one. Hard, just like the other one. Trash, just like the other one. All right, what we got left is some of our cracker here. And we are making quite the pile of junk. A lot of cracker crumbs in there. We're going to try this cracker with the strawberry jam and the peanut butter separately. After I mix them up here a little bit. Whew. All right, let's see what the peanut butter looks like first. Looks like peanut butter. Smells like peanut butter. Now remember, if you're ever in this situation, this doubles as axle grease. Or you can spread it on the floor if you need to cause some people to slip. It's multi-purpose. You can do a lot of things with this. Some things I won't mention. Tastes like peanut butter. It's good. It's going in the keeper pile. Strawberry jam, I suspect, is going to be the same way. Has chunks in it, so it may have pieces of actual strawberry in it. Now, it's not red, it's kind of purplish, but that's not too uncommon, I don't think, for strawberry jam. However, it's more like Jell-O. That's weird. Yeah, keeper. So out of the humanitarian pack, the things worth keeping are the 2 brown sugar Pop-Tart imitation pastries. That's what it's called, pastries. The brown sugar pastries, 2 of them, they're worth keeping. Strawberry jam, that's worth keeping. Peanut butter, that's worth keeping. Everything else is, you're going to have to really be in a survival situation or really hungry to want to eat that stuff. All right, let's scoot all that out to the side. I don't want to mix up my keepers with my trash. Let's scoot all that out to the side, make a little bit of room for the MRE here. Now I'm dusting this off onto the floor of my home, and you think, oh, what a slob. Well, yes and no. I have a wife that can clean the floor, but like any American wife, she's going to tell me, you did it, you clean it. So before I even give her that opportunity, I will clean it myself. I will bring my iRobot vacuum cleaner over here, set it on the floor, push the button, and let it go. And while it's cleaning this mess, I'm going to watch something on TV. But I will honestly be able to say, I cleaned it myself. All right, MRE. This is the chicken chunks. Where's the heater at? Where's the heater? Did it have a heater? All right, the package says there's a heater. I don't see a heater. So this GI is going to be eating what he's eating cold, which if you've been in the Army or the Marines and probably any of the other services, you've done that already yourself as well. All right, so let's start out with one of these drink mixes, fruit punch or raspberry. 12 ounces of water, that one says. And I don't have 12 ounces of water there, so we are going to use the raspberry one. Drink break, go ahead. I'll wait for you.
Capture winter's refreshing coolness right now? Take the flavors you like best, the richness of fruits, the zest of colas. Mix them into iced cold beverages. Pour into generous-sized cups. And you have the goodness of our cold drinks. They're ready now at our refreshment stand.
All right, you're back. Let's decapitate that. Oh, nice and red. I bet it needs more water than what I have in there, but that's the water I have. What did I do with my spoon out of here? Ah, that's it. I scooted too much stuff to the trash side. Yeah, that's it. All right. It looks good. I don't know what that smells like. That's just like the lentil soup or stew or whatever that was. I don't know what it smells like. Ooh, man, yeah, it's good. Yeah, definitely good. Probably does need more water than what I have there, but it's good. All right, since this soldier did not get matches or a heater, he's going to have to eat this cold. So let's join the man and eat this cold. See if we got something we can eat with it. Tortilla chips, we can eat that with it. Now keep in mind, this is just one meal for the soldier. That was a daily meal, 2 meals for a survival or a humanitarian, disaster relief, that type of thing. This is for a soldier in the field. Now, if you've been that soldier in the field, you know that when you're done with this packaging, you're supposed, ooh man, those things are just like you bought them from the store. You're supposed to bury this stuff so nobody knows you were there. You're supposed to take your original package, put all your little junk and leftovers and scrap and all the other pieces of paper, everything in one nice neat little package, and then bury it or place it underneath a large rock. Either or, both works. Just get it out of sight. When I'm done here, I'll bury this in my backyard so nobody knows I was here. I told you, or did I tell you? That might happen with the root beer. Sorry, but you know, those things happen. Indication of good root beer, not bad manners. Although at times I've got those as well. All right, those tortilla chips look mighty fine, and there is 2 of them. They're gonna go well with the peanut butter too, I suppose. Now, oh, this is real, looks like, no, that's not from this. I just had to cough. Get all the sweetness off of that. Looks like, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, looks like, I don't know, looks like chicken out of a can to me that sometimes we use for making chicken and dumplings and things like that. But let's see if it tastes, well, let's see what it smells like. It smells like chicken. Perfect. Perfect. Didn't we have some cheese here? Yeah, we got cheese. Let's make ourselves a little burrito here. Not a whole one. Just use half of that, make a small one. Put some chicken on there. Now, if we had a fire that we could put a stone in, heat that stone up, put this on there, make ourselves a pretty decent meal. All right, cheese. Yeah, cheese. I want to make sure I didn't have strawberry jam or something. Let's check out the cheese before we eat it. Looks like cheese. Smells like cheese. My spoon. Getting too many things here, huh? Now, my favorite MRE used to be the mac and cheese. Everybody has their own favorite, but I really loved the mac and cheese. That cheese is really good. I'm a fan of sharp cheddar cheese, extra sharp actually. Happens. That's an actual meal right there. It's not like that HDR, Humanitarian Daily Ration. This is real good food here. Of course now, again, this is intended for the soldier in the field. Keep him going, keep him in the fight, give him a boost of energy, high calorie. It's not salty like that one was. I'm sorry, but I gotta eat a little bit more. What's that saying? Sorry, but not sorry? Yeah, that's good stuff. So all that is a keeper, including this. Now I don't have enough water right here. I could go get some, but I'm not. But this is a fruit punch, and I can only assume that it is good because this raspberry is excellent. It's going to be a keeper. Tortillas, that's trash. Up. Let's do this proper. Let's put all our trash into one bag. Now, if you use the toilet paper for its intended purpose, of course, you're not going to put that in the bag. You're going to bury it. Look at that. How many times could you wipe with that? Me? Not even one. I'd try. Maybe wipe, fold over, wipe again. I don't know. Never had to use it for that, because when I was in the field, we had latrines with toilet paper. So I was never in a situation where this was all I had, thank God. All right, next we got the teriyaki beef stick, the baked snack crackers, which are more like cracker chunks, if they're even chunks. And we got the barbecue sauce, which would have gone good in there. Man, I need to back up. Yeah, the barbecue sauce would have gone great in there. And let's open it up and try it anyway. I'm going to use this for a napkin. Excellent barbecue sauce. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and dump that in here with that chicken. Mix it up the best I can. That's about the best I can. Hope it didn't ruin the chicken, because the chicken was great already. I would pay for that at a restaurant. That's some good stuff. All right, off to the side, put the trash where it belongs. Clean that off the table before the wife gets home. Put it on the do it later floor. All right, the teriyaki beef stick. How come none of these packages? Oh, okay, got that one. Hey, look at that, it's in its own sealed pouch. Dispose of our trash properly. This should be done in the field. This should be done as you eat, so you don't make a mess and forget one piece of paper somewhere that somebody's going to find that you don't want to find it. All right. We're just going to leave that in its little pouch for now. Now, I'm not a fan of beef sticks. Don't like Slim Jims. They all just seem a little bit greasy for me. Same with this one. It's a little greasy. Not a fan. Maybe it would be better if it was hot. But I know my son, who loves Slim Jims, would tear this thing up. And he loves summer sausage, another one I can't stand. But he would tear this up. Keeper pile, because I'm going to give that to him. Woo, man. Very salty, though. All right. Now, I can't open these crackers, because I'm going to open them. But they're going to be everywhere. Matter of fact, I'm going to dump them out so you can see what they're trying to pass off as a cracker. It is a cracker if you consider ingredients only. Oh, they're cheeses with a do not eat this packet. All right, so that's not gonna go well with cheese spread. Well, maybe. Let's try one. Nice and soft. Now, out in the field, having known this was all crushed up like this, I would have never dumped it out. I would sprinkle it into my hand and ate it by the handful. Just like you do a bag of chips when it reaches the bottom. But for what we're doing here, this is going to the get rid of this pile. We've got several different types of animals. We've got a couple dogs, 2 cats, 2 tortoises, and I think that's it. That's it. None of them are going to eat that stuff. I iodized salt. We're not going to use the iodized salt. Throw that to the side. Now this one I've been waiting for, the chocolate flavored First Strike Nutritious Energy Bar. It feels very hard. See if we can open it. It's tearing, but it's not tearing good enough to open on that end anyway. Here we go, here we go. All right. Smells like chocolate. Looks like it's got something in it, maybe I don't know, oatmeal, I don't know, something's in there. It's a keeper. Very bendy, so at least it's fresh. Yeah, it's got oatmeal in it. Very good. Going in the keeper pile. Everything in there, and everything in that MRE, except for the Cheez-Its, were keepers. I'm not gonna eat the gum, but let's test it, see if it's soft. Oh yeah, it squishes real easy. That would be good gum. So, the Humanitarian Daily Ration, compared to the Military MRE, it's a little bit cheaper. I got these by cases of 12 on Amazon. So, I get these on Amazon. A case of 12 cost. And I get these on Amazon as well. And a case of these cost this for survival storage food, worth the money. This, if you're in a starvation situation, worth the money. I got to get this crap cleaned up before my wife gets home. Let's get this stuff out of here. Come here, guys. Who wants to eat this stuff? They call this crap humanitarian. Come on, give me a break. It's not very humane feeding this stuff to somebody. Better than... Yeah, no, you guys wouldn't eat it either.
Gather round, friends, come sit for a spell. Got a story to tell. It's a quirky tale. Me and my MRE, that's meals ready to eat. In a cozy kitchen where the flavors meet. We're not in a war zone, no battles in sight. Just a friendly debate in the soft moonlight. Humanitarian rations, they say they're so grand. But our MRE's got flavor, it's the best in the land. Oh, it's a science experiment played for fun. Tasting these meals, just look at us run. Prepping for a future that may never arrive. But with laughter and munching, we feel so alive. Deliciously playful with each little bite. Testing our rations under the kitchen light. Got a bag of old rations collected with care. Thinking we'd find something so rare. Pulled out a packet, a noodle surprise. Opened it wide, oh my, what a rise. Smelled like a gym sock, I can't even joke. Compared to my MRE, it's just a bad hoax. Peeking at curries and powdered eggs too. Looks like a science fair, what a hullabaloo. Oh, it's a science experiment played for fun. Tasting these meals, just look at us run. Prepping for a future that may never arrive. But with laughter kitchen light. So here we go, taste test on deck. Cooking these meals, oh what the heck. Boiled water for rice, and a snack on the side. With MREs at hand, we're filled up with pride. We're prepared for disaster, whatever may come. But having a giggle with friends is real fun. Each forkful makes memories, oh how we cheer. When we bite into chocolate, forget all our fear. So let's compare tastes, no pressure, just fun. Watch out, humanitarian rations, here we come. My MRE's delicious, with flavor and zest. Yours, my dear friend, put me to the test. We'll munch on this meal, all the while we'll laugh, breaking each bite into our crazy path. Not in any disaster, no hunger in sight, but here we are. So let's compare taste, no pressure, just fun. Watch out, humanitarian rations, here we come. My MRE's delicious, with flavor and zest. Yours, my dear friend, put me to the test. We'll munch on this meal, all the while we'll laugh, breaking each bite into our crazy path. Not in any disaster, no hunger in sight, but here we are. So let's compare taste, no pressure, just fun. Watch out, humanitarian rations, here we come. My MRE's delicious, with flavor and zest. Yours, my dear friend, put me to the test. We'll munch on this meal, all the while we'll laugh, breaking each bite into our crazy path. Not in any disaster, no hunger in sight, but here we are.
And that, my friends, is a wrap.